Hey Aries, welcome to your February 2020 X reading. I hope you're all happy and you're doing well. Before I forget guys, I've timestamped, it's in the description box below, so feel free to skip the intro if you like. If you're new to this channel, my name is Andrea and this is Soul Embers. I hope you stay for the journey. To my returning Soul Embers family, welcome back guys. Aries, you guys, honestly, as a collective, so many resonated with last month's X reading. It just astounded me. As a collective, you guys are going through similar experience when it comes to self, right? Obviously, everyone's going through a different situation, but when it comes to self-realization, oh my gosh, Aries, it was just huge. And I'd like to thank you for the love that you bring to Soul Embers, to those of you that have liked, that have subscribed, that have shared, and absolutely everyone for the views, of course. But what truly blows me away are the comments that you leave and the love that you bring to Soul Embers through your comments. Some of the comments that you leave for me are so unbelievably humbling. I guess if the message resonates, you guys are amazing. You inspire me and motivate me. You keep me going. I'm so unbelievably grateful. But the messages that really, all of the comments that really, make my heart explode are the ones you leave in support of each other. Some of us are going through a very tough time, especially when it comes to matters of healing, releasing, and letting go of our ex. Not only do you feel comfortable enough sharing your thoughts and your feelings in the comment section, but when I see another viewer jump in and just drop a couple of lines in support of your difficulty and your journey to keep your faith and hope going, I love it. I love the energy that you guys are bringing. I like how you're supporting each other. I like how we're growing as a community, and I just want to see that continue to grow. So thank you very much. Anything and everything you need to know about how I go about doing these readings, how these energies can be applied, played out, switched, flipped, reversed, what to do if the message doesn't resonate, how to apply timing and what we mean when we say timing is fluid, the disclaimer which has important information on the content of the channel, as well as those of you that wanted to reach out for a personal reading. I would absolutely love to do one for you. It's all in the description box below, so feel free to check it out. Now, Aries, I already channeled and meditated on the cards and cleansed them for you. And I have to tell you that I think it's really important that I let you guys know. I guess the X readings are a challenging one for me because I do tap into energies that are at times filled with resentment, filled with a lower vibration type of energies, right? And it's not a space that I like to go to, and it's not a space that I like to add fuel to. However, I think it's really important that we acknowledge how we feel, which is why I do the X reading. Yes, we don't want to stay in that energy. Yes, we're all about love and we're all about elevation and we're all about that, but we're also realistic. Well, I'm realistic, and this is what I believe. We have to accept how we feel and we have to be in that moment. We have to sit in the feeling. We don't have to stay there, okay? And so while a lot of you have realized what your worth is, have realized that you've been through so much, that you've given from the depths of your soul and your heart, that you have been through so much pain, you have been deceived, you have been left out in the cold, you have been neglected, you have been lied to, your trust is broken, okay? And your faith and your hope is wavering. I understand that. It's important to acknowledge those feelings. It's important to sit in that emotion. And what I found in the comments as a collective and what I found in last month's reading is that you guys have really had enough. It's time to shift now. It's really time to shift. You guys would rather be alone than be with people that don't actually see your worth. But the most important message that I have for you today, Aries, is now that you see your worth, guess what? Everybody else wants in. Everybody. So this is the absolute core of the matter. You have seen your worth. Finally, you have cracked yourself open. And it's come at an expense. I understand that. So we've sat in the feeling, we felt the anger, we feel the resentment, we feel that, they've done wrong by you without a doubt. Let's not stay there now. Let's accept the feeling. Doesn't mean we have to accept that it's okay, but let us shift now. Let us move into a different space. Let us let love in a different way. How do we do that? Let's have a look. So, Aries, I really want to see what's going on with matters relating to the ex. It's an interesting one, What brings you here today? What is it? Is it that you don't want to get back together with them? Is it that you want to know what they're up to? Is it that you want the acknowledgement and of knowing that they're in one way or another, karma has come back and that they're getting what they deserve? What is it that brings you here? Is it the opportunity to potentially hear a message that says that you're going to release, heal, and let go? So let's have a look at who I'm connecting with today and what brings my Aries here. And I don't know why I'm shuffling this deck. I actually don't. This is not the deck I start off with. But let me shuffle it because that's what I feel like doing. Okay. All right, guys. So what's going on with Aries? Who am I connecting with today? What's going on with their ex and what energy is it that they bring? What is it that brings Aries to this reading today? What is it that they need to know? And who am I connecting with? Okay. So what's their person? What's their person feeling? What are their intentions? What does Aries need to know? Very, very interesting. I just finished your love reading, Aries, and you got the same card. For yourself, you got the Star card. Okay. Here we go. So I'm getting that is the ex that we're talking about here is going through some changes, challenges. They have always come from a space of wanting to be right. They would rather fight with you and tell you that, I don't know, that that the zebra's stripes are red, when in actual fact we all know they're black. But they'll fight with you till they're blue in the face that the stripes are red. They're red, they're red, they're red. And it's that space of, really digging their heels in, knowing that they're losing. They are losing. What they're communicating is not actually, or what they've communicated, or how they've gone about, how they've gone about this situation with you they've come in at a loss. They are still digging their heels in, even while they've lost the fight. They've lost the fight. You've walked away. You know what? You walked away feeling that you were defeated, in a sense were defeated, but the defeat was not that they won. The defeat was that you gave up, and they can now see that you gave up. They can now see that they were fighting a war with you and they had lost you while they were trying to be right the whole freaking time. When they were trying to pull the wool over your eyes, when they were trying to persuade you, or they were trying to deter you or detract you, whatever it is that they were trying to do, you were like, you know what, honey, you want to win this war? Here, take this, take it, take my weapons, take it all. I don't want any of it, because I actually am going to turn around now and I'm going to silently walk away, because I just can't listen to this anymore. You gave up. They're not winning anymore. They've got nothing to fight for. There is no fight. In order for there to be a fight, there needs to be more than one party, right? There's always the inner fight, but we're talking about two external influences here. So who are they fighting with? Interesting. That's what I'm finding interesting. This is what they're challenged by. What do they do now? When I think about a child, okay, and I'm in no way saying that this person is a child, but this is an example. When you think about some children, the way they get your attention is through, I guess, tantrums. You know, they have a tantrum, they get your attention. They realize that when they have a tantrum, you drop everything and you run to them, right? You give them the attention. It might be negative attention, but nevertheless, it's attention, which is what they're seeking. And so they continue to have tantrums so that they can get that attention. And it's only when you shift the way you approach them that they realize that their tantrums don't work anymore, because you're not showing up to the fight. So this is where this person's at. You're no longer showing up to the fight. And guess what? You're like, while you do your thing over there and you fight the world, when I say the world, I'm talking about themselves, because they're just basically not only self-sabotaging themselves through their actions and the way they're going about executing everything, you're over there saying, I'm going to take some time to myself, be in my zen, space of zen, where no one can actually touch me, and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to heal myself from this battle that I have been through. I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to now figure out that I know what my boundaries are, now that I know that I'm not fighting for this anymore, now that I know what my worth is, now that I know what I won't put up with, I am now going to take the time to really take care of myself, accept myself for who I am, tell the world that this is who I am, like it or lump it, which is exactly the same message I got in the love reading, actually, Aries. And then I'm going to follow my dream. I'm going to follow whatever fulfills my journey. Whatever sets me true to my life path is where I'm going. Whatever my intuition tells me feels right is where I'm going. I'm going to leave the weapons with you, because I don't want to be in that space anymore. I'm a loving person. I want to give and receive love, respect, loyalty, commitment, and trust. I don't want to vibrate here anymore. I'm moving away. And off you go. And you're moving away. And here you are, accepting yourself for who you are, looking at yourself in the reflection of a mirror, looking at how far you've come. For those of you, you may feel that you've aged and you're looking at yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, this relationship or this person made me grow so many extra gray hairs. And you really are starting that process of self-love, of self-healing, of balance, of tranquility, and you're ready to just get rid of this energy. You're blocking it out. And I just feel that with this, it's almost like by cutting this away, by really moving out of this space of no longer showing up to this type of energy and this type of fight and cutting it out, and restoring balance in your life, their karma is definitely coming around. they're starting to feel the consequences of how they've, gone about this fight. I call it a fight because it just feels that way. I'm not saying that it's necessarily an argument, but I feel that you were fighting for a cause to keep this together, and it was a really intense battle for you to keep this relationship, union, situationship afloat for as long as you did. And this person spent that time fighting a different cause, whether it be to deceive you, whether it be to always coming right and be in control of the situation at all times and withhold emotion, or whatever it is that they did. There's this sense of wanting to control. And so now they've realized that all they're left with is emptiness. They feel empty. Meanwhile, the tables have completely flipped. Where you felt empty before, you're now starting to fill yourself with love. You're starting to remember what it feels like to come from a place of love. You're starting to remember what it feels like to be respected. I feel that someone from your past has come back into your life, whether it be a family friend, a friend, or someone that you were once dating. Maybe this is another ex to this ex, and they've reminded you of the kind of person that you were, the love that you gave, the way it was reciprocated from another person. I feel that the sun is setting on one aspect of your life, and through the darkness that you've gone through, tomorrow as the sun rises, you will remember how loving you were. With this release, there is this amazing, just this shift of energy, Aries, that is absolutely beautiful. The wheel is turning, and I feel that karma is working so beautifully and so divinely and so delicately with you. And your heart will fill with love again. Your heart will fill with love. And I feel that that's a challenge that you may sense you are facing right now. Maybe if it isn't with this person, this ex here, maybe it's with another ex that has recently resurfaced, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, they've awakened some dormant aspect of myself. It had been suppressed for so long as I went through this darkness for such a long period of time, and they've really resurrected it. Do I really want to give my love? Do I really want to invest in it? Do I really want to show my cards here to this person? And what I'm getting here, Aries, is maybe, just maybe, they've just come back for a short while to remind you. I'm not saying that they're not going to stay. I'm not saying it's not going to evolve, but there are different, approaches to this, or different ways this could play out for you. And in your gut, follow your intuition, Aries, whether they're here to remind you, to awaken aspects of yourself that have been dormant for a very long time, so you can finally close this cycle out and let the sun set on it and really allow this healing process to take over, so you can follow your dreams and finally embrace the kind of love that you deserve. Now that you have recognized what your worth is, I don't know, Aries. So I don't know. And naturally, I'm going to pull out another card because I do want to shed some light on this for you. Tell me more about this emotion. Tell me more about this love that has been... It's such a beautiful energy. Such a beautiful energy. Yeah, so what I'm getting, guys, it's definitely someone that you have been with in your past. And I feel that things obviously didn't go as planned, obviously, because they are from your past. I feel that there may be two. Flip the energies as you need, right? There may be two exes at play here, and you're like, why is this happening? It's a necessary part of you transitioning, Aries. I feel that they will remind you what your values are. you already know what they are. You're already standing in your power. Like we've already said that, right? But they're going to just further embed them for you. They're going to be the final, key, that final turn of the key to that new door before the sun rises on this new cycle. I keep on seeing the sun setting and the sun rising, and it is actually a very serene feeling, absolutely beautiful. So what I'm getting here is, they're going to remind you what stability was like, what your core foundations were, further embed the essence of who you were. And, you may have a conversation with this person about why things didn't work out before. Talk about what you've experienced in your time since your separation with this particular ex, let's say, or this particular person. I don't know, it may be the same one. I'm not feeling that though. You may have this conversation, or this could be someone new that you have a soul connection with, right? Discuss how far you've come on the journey since the last time you met or the last time you spoke, and the obstacles and the challenges and the heartbreak that you've endured and the lessons that you have acquired on your way. And you will remember, this is what I'm getting. They will remind you, and who knows where it's going to go from there. Absolutely beautiful reading, Aries. Very, very beautiful, very powerful, very strong energies. I look forward to reading your comments. As you know, I read them all and I will respond to all of them. Thank you so much once again. I will see you for your March 2020 love reading. Have a wonderful month, guys. Bye for now.